All right, my phone died. Or didn't die, but it's on low battery. Uh, the ghetto version. So our nervous system would close down, and instead we're opening it up, and in a way we're opening it up to suggestion. The suggestion being that we can resolve something within us, which is what forgiveness is about. It's not about uh, being okay with someone hurting us or someone violating our trust or our boundaries or disconnecting us from safety. It's about resolution of the grudge that we're holding, the charge, the mental, emotional weight, getting into that dense, packed gunk within us and relaxing it away. So, what that does is maybe the grudge with a person doesn't necessarily go away, especially overnight, but our relationship to that experience or to that person, our relationship with ourselves about that event or that person gets better and better and better. So forgiveness, it's not so much about forgiving someone. It's more about uh, the dissolution, not like an illusion, but solution, the dissolution, the after like the floating away or dispersing of what was once compact. So when I say like I forgive my mom or I forgive my dad or I forgive my sisters, what I'm doing with more awareness today than ever is I'm looking within myself. And when I say that, one, where is it true? Two, where am I holding? Where am I holding on to the hatred, the resentment, the fear? Because it's been my shield to keep them away. It's been my belief that if I hold something against someone within me, then that keeps them away. And that's not necessarily true. So, what forgiveness does, and unconditional love now does, is that we practice that with ourselves. So, it's usually like the biggest tearjerker moment in a healing session with me is that, we start off, such and such person, I forgive you. I ask forgiveness. And in any way that I'm not ready to forgive, I forgive myself for that too. So there's a little bit of a break there. We don't have to forgive, but we are put on that journey of like, okay, well, like, if this were true, who would I need to be in order to let this shit go? What experiences would I have to go through in order to process this shit out? And then that last tearjerker moment, I forgive myself. Because I've said this in a more recent previous video, like when other people hurt us, a part of us, part of me anyway, was mad at me for not being able to defend myself at the time, for not being able to defend my sisters, for being too weak, for being not enough. And in having that belief, I go on a journey, I go on many journeys to prove to myself, to prove to that inner voice that I can be enough, I can be worthy, I can be strong enough, I can defend, I can protect. Eventually getting to the place where we no longer need to prove to that voice because we realize that voice is our wounded self. And we realize the person listening to that voice is the real us. And that real us, that listener within who is listening, who's hearing the inner chatter, good or bad, the positive or negative self-talk, is the essence of unconditional love, because it is simply and simple presence. It is simply present, and it is simple presence. That is unconditional love. Because unconditional love accepts things as they are. If we're being hurt by somebody, we may not accept them. We don't accept what's happening to us or what they're doing to us. But we realize we don't deserve such treatment. If something bad is happening to us, something uncomfortable or straight up fucking painful is happening to us, that inner part of ourselves is the one getting us through it. We are getting us through it. We are loving ourselves through the good times and the bad. The challenging times that ultimately strengthen us, and the bliss, the happiness. So when we talk about karmic loops, what we're looping back to, ultimately, you see this like little loop-de-loop I made here. The start point right here is unconditional love. That's where we started, and that's where we will always come back to. And we will always come back to it a little wiser, a little stronger, and maybe even a little more insightful, a little more empowered. So using this knowledge, right, because I'm all about practical application, what journeys can you set yourself up for now? Knowing that when you forgive someone, you're about to be taken by your own spirit, soul, mind, subconscious, emotions. You're about to be taken on an epic journey to resolving whatever it is that needs to be resolved, or experiencing whatever it is that needs to be experienced, like safe relationships. Yeah, that's karmic loops in a nutshell. I hope you found this video helpful. Hope you can leave a like, thumbs up, comment. You can, it helps with other people seeing this, and share if you feel so inclined. Definitely subscribe. Yeah, that's it for now. I love you. Peace.